In a small village nestled between green hills lived a boy named Raghav. He was known for being quiet, so quiet that even in school, teachers often forgot he was in the room. If someone asked him a question, he would stammer. If strangers visited his house, he would hide in the kitchen. His classmates called him the ghost, and not because he was scary, but because he was invisible. Raghav's father was a blacksmith, a strong, bold man who believed in speaking with power and working with pride. "Speak up!" he would often bark at Raghav. "No one respects the silent." Raghav would only lower his eyes and nod, making his father even more frustrated. "How will you survive in this world?" he once shouted. "You can't even ask the shopkeeper for change." In truth, Raghav hated his shyness, but the more he thought about it, the bigger it became. His chest would tighten, his hands would sweat, and his voice would disappear every time he wanted to speak up. He felt trapped, like his own mind was a prison. One evening, a traveling monk came to their village. People gathered around as he spoke tales of bravery, growth, and inner power. But what caught Raghav's attention was something the monk said at the very end. "Fear is not your enemy, it is your teacher, and if you face it, it becomes your strength." Something clicked inside Raghav. That night, he followed the monk as he left the village. "Please," Raghav begged, "I want to be like you. Confident, fearless. Can you help me?" The monk studied him quietly, then smiled. "If you are ready to listen, I am ready to guide. But it won't be easy." "I'm ready," Raghav said, although his voice shook. The monk gave him a 3-day challenge. Day 1. Talk to 5 strangers. Just ask their name and one question. Raghav's legs trembled as he approached a fruit vendor the next morning. "What is your name?" he whispered. "Ramu," the man replied. "Why?" Raghav smiled nervously. "Just curious." It was awkward, it was scary, but he did it 5 times, and something strange happened. By the 5th person, Raghav's voice was steadier. His breath was easier. No one had laughed. No one had bitten him. In fact, one man even complimented his politeness. That night, Raghav returned to the monk, glowing. "Good," said the monk. "Now for day 2. Stand in the village square and tell a story to anyone who listens. It can be short. Just speak." Raghav's heart nearly stopped. But the next morning, with knees shaking, he climbed a stone step and began. "At once, upon a time," he began, voice barely above a whisper. A few children stopped to watch. Encouraged, he continued. By the end, a small crowd had gathered, and they clapped. Raghav couldn't believe it. They had actually enjoyed it. "Now," said the monk that evening, "day 3, go home. Face your father. Tell him what you did and tell him what you want." "That's the hardest one," Raghav admitted. "Yes," the monk nodded. "But the wall you fear most is the door to your freedom." That night, Raghav stood in front of his father, chest tight, voice unsure. "Baba," he said, "I know I've been quiet all my life. I know you think I'm weak, but I'm trying. I want to change." Today I told a story in the village square, and people listened. His father stared at him, stunned. "And I want to be more," Raghav said. "Not just your shy son, but someone who speaks, leads, and grows. I just need time." His father's eyes softened. "I never needed you to be loud, son. I just wanted you to believe in yourself." From that day forward, Raghav didn't become the loudest boy in the village, but he became the bravest. He still felt fear sometimes, but he no longer ran from it. He volunteered to host school events. He spoke to travelers and elders. He even helped his father in the smithy, confidently greeting customers. Over time, Raghav's name became known, not as the ghost, but as the quiet lion. Years later, when Raghav became a teacher, he would begin every class with the same line. "Courage doesn't mean you don't feel fear. It means you act, even when fear is present." Moral of the story: shyness and fear aren't permanent. They're habits of the mind, and habits can be changed. The secret is small, brave steps. Speak when you're scared. Act when you hesitate. With every step forward, your fear loses power. Confidence is not a gift, it's a skill. And like any skill, it grows with practice. The question is not, can I defeat fear? The question is, Am I willing to face it, one step at a time? If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational stories every week. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of inspiration. And comment below. What fear will you face today? Remember, the first step to confidence is believing you deserve it.